it was really bad, like really bad. Like that person even done it to two people at once, so he could sustain an identity.
Oh man.
Like two people of opposite gender, so it would be even hardly traceable when you would be sharing more private stuff.
Right.
It was insane. I mean, it was for like about a year or half a year.
One of those intervals of time.
I don't know if I don't to this day I don't know really what happened. I don't know if it was an INFP mastermind or if he was like a decoy and like and the stuff. If it's been a set of random events or if I've been like naively blinded, I have no fucking clue. It just happened.
It's one of those things where you just like eventually you realize and you're like, wait.
I didn't realize. Like I literally didn't realize until I've like until that.
Hmm.
I mean that was if I didn't try to contact that person, I would I would be in this still today.
It's crazy.
I know. And I mean so yeah, now you know the reason I don't like INFPs.
Yeah, it sounds legit.
Like after that I have no remorse. Almost no remorse.
That is pretty serious.
Yeah. Very yeah. Whatever.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Pros and cons of the internet.
Basically. But you don't get anybody like English speaking within Czech Republic, so needs the person needs to be English speaking or it's no deal, so I'll basically die without children. Or we'll move to America or England.
There you go.
That'll like take another few years. So that's that. And I even fucking screenshotted the if even screen at the time I've started to have a habit. One of the habits was to sleep 3 hours a day to not that was pretty shitty. but hey, I'm still alive. And I'm I'm fairly surprised I fucking survived that. Like, wow. Either way, maybe I'm just in a reality where I've survived that. You
Yeah,
die.
well,
When you
yeah,
when you
right.
die, you actually your soul goes into a reality you didn't die at, and the memory gets refabricated. So if you were to suicide now, I wouldn't ever meet you again, but you would go into a reality where you wouldn't suicide. But don't believe in that.
I was gonna say if you went with the theory based like on the movie I was talking about earlier, then if you get yourself into situations where it's likely that many of your alternate selves perish, then the one that survives will in fact get stronger. So that would go along with that, silly old adage, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What
Yeah,
kills your
no,
alternate selves makes you stronger.
no. I mean, some people. There's like a study that if you go through a traumatic event, then suddenly, suddenly you're supposed to be wise. So I'm like, "Oh, I'm wise now, bitches. Who I want." That's the pros of traumatic events. It's like
I think,
I,
I think, yeah.
my parents dead, 5 wise points. Too dark, all right.
Works for me. I'm gonna laugh. Oh,
Yeah,
oh yeah. That's
yeah,
always funny. I don't know. I'm trying to just. I was thinking, I think ENTPs have possibly at least some subtypes. See, I suppose like you have like a finite supply of, for lack of a better term, like FI or
yeah.
and it's like the more you go through, it's like you get stronger, but at the same time you just kind of you
You get
don't
duller.
care as much. You get duller. You're just like, well, so let's see. I'm not scared of those things now, and
Hmm.
don't care about those things, and so you're like,
Cancer. All right. You go to Candyland now. You have pancreatic cancer. Hmm. All right. That means that I'll die soon. That means I don't have to give a fuck about dying. Let's smoke some cigarettes and do some cocaine, mate. Just write a check on that insurance, yo. So, so you'll eventually, after a few experiences for dying, especially if you're an ENTP, you will turn your cancer instead from a traumatic event to a, what is it called? Yeah, business plan. Just so you just like add 5 insurances. Once somebody tells you you'll die soon, like, okay, yeah, I've got my family covered.
you can like
Or,
take out loans again from the people that you've signed up to be the benefactors of like insurance policies. You're like, well, you're going to get this much money soon, so why don't you loan me half of that right now?
no, I mean like to your friends and family or people you admire. So you just like you sign up on 1,000 insurances and then you die, and you're like, all the money that I get when I die goes to Elon Musk because Elon Musk is dead and he needs to build his rockets. So you just be like, yeah, the moment I'll die, I'll have my family covered for next 10 generations. Something like that. That would be the best death ever. So, like, you don't even have to work your entire life. You will just gather enough money to just get 1,000 insurances at the end of your life. Do like a enormous scam.
That would be funny, especially if you didn't appear to be, if you were basically appeared to be like a bum or something for most of it, and then like after, yeah. And then you paid for everybody's everything afterwards. That'd be kind of hilarious.
I don't know. I don't know if it would like if your insurances checks your medical records, so because it's supposed to be like private and stuff.
Yeah, it's involved, but it's all about timing at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, will they know if you have cancer or not?
Depends on, I suppose. Uh, yeah, probably for like big ones, they would like have some sort of. You would have to, you know, go do like a physical or something. But
Hmm. I
I
guess you
don't
could.
know.
I guess you could, theoretically speaking, when you're like 60, be like, I don't think I need to live anymore. How about going on a crazy adventure and get those 1,000 insurances, and then just decide to do the most dangerous shit possible until you die? Diving into volcano, that wasn't too bad. How about swimming around sharks this time? That'll be awesome. I need to die this way.
Yeah,
It's not like I want to die this way. It's like I need to die this way.
it's like I'm not. It's not like a specific thing. Like it just needs to be exciting.
Yeah.
It's always been like it always like when I was little I didn't care, but then later I was like everybody's always like talking about how great it would be to die in your sleep, and I'm like that sounds like a terrible way to do it. Like
You have like a sleep death insurance.
yeah, you're like nobody wants that. But I guess it's this. I guess it's pain avoidance is the theory.
Just be like, you just like die.
See that would be
I'll,
wouldn't that be awful?
yeah, like when you just gather your family around, and instead of being like some last words along the lines of "Yeah, I love you" and shit, it's just like, yeah, when I die, can you gather all of the functional organs, and instead of fucking trying to waste my body, just sell me on the black market?
I don't know. Sorry, I had to attempt to answer a question right quick.
Hmm. Is that like where you work or where you live or
Yeah, where
where you work and live?
I work at a college and I live in a house.
Ah, it looks like you have quite a lot of space around you.
I have a pretty decent sized office here.
Oh, I mean, I have my
And I
computer
have a
in the
whiteboard,
living room.
so life is good.
Oh, so you can like show the things that Rick showed.
Yeah, it's just for me brainstorming. Like it's just always my first thing whenever I get an office or something. Like, so who do I need to talk to get a whiteboard?
It's like, this is an office. We will need a whiteboard. Why? We have computers. Because that's office stuff, and we need to do
Because
office stuff.
that's how my brain works.
I think that's how a lot of people's brain work. NTPs are actually one of the least prone to that. ENTPs still are, kind of.
I think we're probably prone to different sorts of death. Yeah, not taking anything too seriously is healthy in some ways, I think.
Hmm. I don't know. I had from the traumatic experience or whatever you want to call it. I've made like a super big file because I was like taking snapshots of everything for some reason. It just turned into a hobby. So if I would like want to do something about it, I could, but I don't feel like going through all those stupid things.
Right.
I mean, it's not worth it. This experience made me realize that there's no bad people. There's just a chain reaction of unfortunate events. You don't know if this person, if the same thing happened to him, or if something happened with his father. So I don't want to like really intrude with that. Like there's no evil. There's just, they've said, the event of unfortunate event.
Right.
Chain
There's
of
just adversity.
conditions. Yeah. So like you start out with a misunderstanding from paranoia or some sort of wrong conclusion, and that makes a person do something bad to another person, and that's the first traumatic event, and then they bully another five another children, and they bully again because they think that's how the world works, because they have the bad experience with the prior person. It just goes this way, like a really long way. And all of it because of a bad misconception or unfortunate event.
Yeah, those misconceptions do tend to start most things.
So there are actually no real evil people, there's just misconceptions and errors. Like when somebody is a psychopath or other bad insane, then they don't grasp the weight of their actions. So it's once again an error, and if it's a traumatic event, then it's for a reason. So basically, this justice system works just prevent it from being usual instead of preventing it at all. It's not about good and evil. It's about fortunate and misfortunate. And there's like also a bit more selfish people like ENTPs, but that's not evil. That's just menace. I mean, selfishness isn't even a bad trait, sort of.
I think it's better to be aware of it than to deny that you.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. Most people are like, "No, I'm not selfish." You're like, you don't even know what you're saying.
I'm a special snowflake. I'm not selfish. I'm an ISFJ.
Yeah.
I mean, the least selfish people are actually socially reliant people which help others enough to survive. So basically ISFJs and INFJs. I mean, if you've lacked selfishness, then you'd evolutionary have to die out.
Yeah.
I'm sort of jealous because within the traumatic event, I've had so much fucking motivation because I was driven by something. Now I'm just like, nah, I'll do it tomorrow. Like, in that moment, I could have destroyed whole mountains for that pumped, but fair enough.
Yeah, I know what
First
you
one.
mean. Yeah, it's like
I've seriously started exercising. I've started being a semi ESTJ, not even ENTJ, but semi ESTJ, an ENTP acting as a fucking ESTJ. Imagine that. Like the very moment I've decided to do so, I've made up a fucking schedule and I've sticked to it and I've done it every day and I've thoroughly followed it without intelligence, without soul, without exploration. Just had a cold shower, had all of those fucking mini thing, that tiny things. I, I don't know.
it's nice.
I mean, at least I know it's within me. I just have to.
I can do I do, you know, in TJ or STJ modes sometimes, but I used to do it a lot more when I was younger. Maybe I'll get to where I do it more again. I can do it for like a few days at a time now. Is about most I ever do.
Mm. You know, it made me realize that self-manipulation is possible.
Oh yeah,
So just start feeling affection for ABC, so just you can ignore them and use that affection to build yourself up and totally forget that person.
yeah. Self manipulation works. So I know that's what I do. It's one of those things I can't let anybody else manipulate me, right? It's like, and I also don't like, so it has to be pretty strategic. It has to be pretty carefully worked out, pretty complicated, but eventually I build it up. And
Basically, that's
that's how I get things done. Is I have things that I have so many things going on that I'm always pushing. One thing is always pushing me into another thing.
that sounds right. So it's like a chain reaction.
It's like perpetual motion. It's like there's enough things there's enough things pushing around and you know, like pushing me to do other things. Because, you know, I mean, it's one of those things you're, hang on, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Long time no see.
It's been forever.
I kind of hate that with inferior FI you never know how close you are to somebody. You just get a lot of possibly get a lot of charisma and just talk to other people and you figure out who they are, but you don't know where you are. It's like when you're an ENTP, you know everything except yours. I think I've said that before. When you're an ENTP, you know almost everything about everything in every social situation. I'm a bit over exaggerating, but you get my point. Except for when you are there and you look at yourself.
I'm not going to disagree. It's like everybody else makes more sense. You're like,
Yeah, as you said, like the joke within the Storium game, ENTPs don't exist. It's like, yeah, those are this close. This case is this. This mate got rejected because of this. This guy is successful because of this. Oh, look, a psychopath. Oh, look, a successful person. Who am I? You have no clue. You literally have no clue. You have no clue if you're close to somebody. Like you spend 4 years with somebody, but you don't know that you're close with them for sure. Like in the present moment, you could figure out whenever you were close or not with another person from
yeah,
memory. Like in the present situation, you're not sure, and you get oftenly surprised by what people think of you, positively or negatively. It's wow.
yeah. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like you're talking about like people and stuff. You're like, I know that it's like, all right, person. It's like I am enjoying talking to this person. I generally enjoy talking to this person. This person does not seem to have like gotten rid of me, so I'm going to go with this person as probably a good friend. But
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
really know.
I see other people as interactive entertainment. I don't interactive educational entertainment with emotions occasionally.
Yeah, well, it's
That
yeah, they're educational. They can be very handy. Talking to people can really work things out for me, and I can really enjoy it. I can
yeah,
find
I
them
mean,
really engaging,
other
but I don't
people
know
are
what to
just
do with
like
them.
other people are just like developed Tamagotchis for
Except you don't actually have to take care of them.
yeah.
It's also always this weird question. You're like, are the people that you're closest to, are they the ones that you can be more honest with, or is there some other category? Because that one's always an interesting one for me.
Yeah, I mean, I ask a question and somebody loses sarcasm, and I'm like, "Was this? oftenly I have no idea about the topics. I'm just like, was this serious? Was this not serious? Is it Friday? Is it is it the 7th?
Yeah.
And all those like, leave my Polar FI alone, man. Just don't exist. Be an interactive Tamagotchi. Yeah, there is your place. There is your place. Just stay there.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then the Tamagotchis interact with each other. That's fun.
Yeah, that can be quite fun to watch. You're like, oh,
So like just
like
observing.
a lot. Yeah, you're just like observing them.
Like animals, like an animal watcher. Ah, the mating ritual. All right, I'll just watch.
I totally do that. You're like, yes, the flirtiness. Okay, this is going on. It cracks me up.
As you can
Because
see, the Homo sapiens is a very productive race, which has many courting signals, one of which is being oftenly sarcasm, but in half of the cases it indicates the opposite feeling of this attraction. You might find it very surprising that the human race of Homo sapiens sapiens does not use many social skills because they haven't managed to develop them. It is oftenly within ABCD and yeah, you get my point.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Здравствуйте, Jacob.
Hola.
Hola.
I'm so fucking full right now. I just went with my family to like an Asian dinner where there were like a buffet, I think it's called. You know, the kind of place you can eat how much you want.
Mm-hmm.
And they had so much fucking food. I think I've gained like 4 pounds or something. I'm sort of like in anaconda mode right now. What are you up to?
Just kind of, pondering the mysteries of existence.
Yeah.
Oh, mysteries of what?
ENTP observing Homo sapiens.
Ah, cool. I did it quite a lot, but is it making me much wiser? How old are you, Ash?
Why?
I'm 24. How old are you?
Why?
Because I'm curious.
How old do you think I am?
You're probably around 18, 20?
Close enough.
21?
About. I'm 15.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be 16 within 3 months, but that
It's
still
so
makes
hard.
me 15.
Like when you don't show up on cam and when I only hear your voice, like males in like teenage years, it's so fucking hard to know how old they are.
Alright.
And he's an ENTP, so that makes it hard to tell how old people are.
Yeah, I had that much figured out. I've been observing him before.
I mean, if you want my face, then.
Huh?
Hold on.
What did you say about your face?
If you want my face.
I think we're gonna get, the rare ace offering to show up on camera.
I don't really care. Like, you can do it if you want to. But if you don't, like, you don't need to.
Like my bandwidth on my phone is not that great. So.
You're the same here. I sort of live in my parents' basement at the moment, so the internet connection here down here sucks. That's why I'm not as much on video as I used to, because if there's like many people with video at the same time in the room, I just DC. That's the amount of bandwidth.
Yeah, when you click on the menu and you like see, oh, talking with famous people too, 2 people, but then you're like, oh, that's me and Anna, the INFP.
Oh yeah, like yesterday I was like, so Eni, or Ina, or whatever it's called, Any, what do you think? And there was just silence, and I was like, Any. And then it was like Anna, the bot, but I just saw the like INFP, so I thought it was Any.
That was kind of funny for several days. Everybody just was talking to the bot. Yeah, like, come on, introvert. Like, come on, Cam. Talk to us. It was hilarious. Like, people were doing that. They're like, hi, new INFP. They're like, don't be shy.
Like, I wouldn't know if it weren't for the Talking with Famous People logo. I wouldn't know about it.
Yeah, well,
Nope.
it has the master crown. That's how I knew what it was. But
Huh? Biljetterna. Ja, jag kan ta dem. Tack. Ja, tack. Jag tar hand om. Tack så mycket. Ja, jag vet. Var försiktig. My mom just came down with like tickets for an escape room. You know where that is?
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah,
What?
it's one of an escape room. It's like you're placed with a couple of friends or relatives or whatever in a locked room, and you gotta find clues and do puzzles and shit to get out. But you have a time limit on like 1 hour. Might be pretty fun.
Oh, it sounds like that. You know, they should be happy to have you because that would be fun. Yeah, it's just-
Yeah, but it's not like my mother's going. It's just like me, my girlfriend, my best friend, his girlfriend, who's also my sister, by the way, and my brother and his girlfriend. So there's like pairs, a couple of them. Might be fun. And afterwards, I'm gonna go get just wasted because my brother's like moving out. So like he's moving across the fucking country, so I won't see him for a long while. So I gotta try to get him brother and make him like he will remember. I'm just ranting about my life, even though no one has asked me about it. So how's your life at the moment? Tumbleweed.
tumbleweed.
Yeah, I don't even know what tumbleweed is.
I know what a tumbleweed is, and it made me think. You're like, are tumbleweeds a problem? It's like it's not tumbleweed season, so that's a good thing.
No, I was just like asking you, well, how's your life? And I got no response. I was like, tumbleweed.
I get it, but it also made me think of real tumbleweeds.
I don't know. I just imagined this like gif of a tumbleweed rolling by. That's an ENTP problem, like thinking in memes. I don't think that's a good thing.
I think he didn't mean.
Yeah.
Maybe memes are just like the representation of how ENTPs think.
Yeah, ever since I found out that on Facebook Messenger you can use like GIFs, they have a GIF search engine. I've been like enlightened. I barely communicate through text anymore.
I like it on the later versions of iOS. You know, you can text back. It has like a built-in Giphy, and you're like, sweet.
Oh, hello, someone new. Who are you?
Ash?
Is that Ash? Wow, that's you! What's the fuck? Why don't people, like, why don't your fucking ashtray thing profile picture disappear? That's annoying.
Yeah. Because I like it this way better.
Oh, okay.
I have to like have an annoying microphone with bad bandwidth and shit. I
The
don't like that.
microphone looks pretty good though. This is like one of those high quality microphones, right?
No.
It isn't. It looks like one at least. I could probably can, but I'm just so fucking bloated right now, so people would just leave the room instantly as they saw me.
It's only
Yeah.
us here, Jacob. We don't care.
I know, but I don't want to scare away newcomers.
There's people in room 1 that are doing that for us, I'm sure.
No,
Eric is
like
over
it's
there.
fucking.
Like me, for example.
Are you the only person in room 1? Room 1?
I was in room 1 before I got here. It's only Eric jerking off with his guitar.
I don't know that Eric was just like talking to himself. It was. He was in a funny funk.
Oh yeah. Eric gotta be like. Sorry, go ahead.
I like how it's delayed, so I don't feel like it's me. It's like totally another person. I think that if I will be creative enough, I could synchronize it. So I would like delay my speech and act first.
Who was it? It was Castrol that did that. I sat in the same room as Castrol, and he had his profile pic, and I thought it was like the dude on the webcam was someone completely different because the video delay was like 2 or 3 seconds. It took so long for me to like associate it, just because his body language was so different from the way he phrased it.
Yeah, Kestrel.
Yeah, I mean, it will be cool if you
What do you want
if there will be a way to synchronize it. Like, I'll try to do it.
Why would you do that? We'll just
I
like
mean, it sounds like a cool project.
you'll just do it because you want to try it.
Within the lands of an... No, hold on. Within the lands of... No.
Hmm.
I need to know how synchronized it is.
Okay. But can't you just like add some delay? I don't know if you can do it for settings here, but I don't think you can specify settings that much.
So like delay microphone?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you do that?
I could mix spam. I don't know if I can delay microphone.
Hmm. But you don't want to delay the microphone. You want to delay the video.
No, the video isn't faster. The microphone is faster.
Yeah, but the problem if you delay the audio is that whatever you're saying will appear 3 seconds afterwards. You will never be able to keep up in a conversation.
Not 3 seconds, just like half a second. I just need
So
to.
fucking annoying. Oh yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just need to know. Just need to know how much I should delay the microphone so it will synchronize with me pronouncing shit. I think it's about half a second, as I've said. So if I will delay it by half a second, I will not miss out on conversation. I will just...
You will just fuck with people.
Yeah, it will be nicely synchronized, and I won't even miss out on conversation.
Yeah, but right now you are synchronized. Like your video and your audio is really good.
That's great. Yeah, but I still can see that desynchronization.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's good enough, especially when I don't look at myself like a narcissist. Look at myself. I mean, I think it's delayed one way or another. I just cannot hear the microphone as I say stuff. So if my microphone is as delayed as my video, then I suppose it's alright. Adra, is my video synchronized with my audio?
It seems pretty close.
Pretty close, good enough.
Yeah, like I can't. It's not. It's not notably dissonant or out of sync.
I'll get some lamp on me so you can see my super cool blue eyes and shit. Of course. And it did totally nothing, like totally nothing. The illumination of the room, maybe a little bit creepier. That's about it.
Yeah, you can have dramatic lighting angles now.
I can be like Ken. I mean, if I angle right, I can look older. Like, yeah, I'm done. Hold on.
Oh, you could probably pull off 18 or something. I think.
Yeah, I'm 35. If you haven't noticed, I use makeup to smooth out the wrinkles. You could see my edgy nose. It's really pointy, but I don't lie as much, or like to, I at least like to believe so. You can see my fangs. Actually, yeah. Yeah, you can see my fangs. Like I'm a Nosferatu. I have a pointy nose. I don't know if Nosferatu had a pointy nose, but I have a pointy nose.
I think they
And
did.
I have fangs. I have blue eyes, long face, but it's also wide. Black hair. I don't know if Nosferatu had black hair, but fuck that shit. Then I have like a really edgy forehead. Like some sort of spooky angle. I mean, this could get into some kind of compilation. That'll be and not be cool at the same time.
Ash goes narcissistic.
I mean, there's plenty of footage for that, and by plenty of footage, I mean like every single second I am on here. But if you will make a documentary and will want to include every single second of my life, when I was a narcissist, you would have to make it at least a 15 years long movie. I mean, maybe I'm not narcissistic with my sleep, but I don't really know.
It's not narcissism if you can back it up, right?
Yeah,
That's always my theory.
I'm just a very successful person, you know. I'm a very healthy
It's like
person.
Yeah, you know, if you say it isn't what it, you know, proves it has proven to be, then you're actually being dishonest.
I'm not being dishonest. I'm the most honest person on earth. I'm a very honest person, and you can totally trust me. Totally trust me. Hold on. I like to do this shit. Mostly in front of the mirror, but alright. I'll take what I get. Like, I mean, if you look at the lightning, you can see that my looks like my teeth is very white. That's rather the illumination of them than anything else. So, so just like stick up illumination in front of your teeth and you'd be like, so it'd just be like, I use Colgate. That would be the best advertisement ever. I can like even kick myself. Like, whip, kick this fucking fucker out of the room. He's annoying. I don't like him. He's like an annoying narcissist. Nobody wants annoying narcissist within this realm.
This realm gives people over the vampires.
This realm shall not endure more narcissists.
There's no room for as many narcissists as is here already. I think that's why it's fun to be on the internet, is that the video room, like, there's more room for narcissists than there are in actual real life gathering.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I look better with the light. I'm just like a super Hollywood star. I'm a Hollywood star. Look at those illusions, making me look prettier than I actually am. Look at the face of the angel. Ah. Yeah.
I enjoy the fact that you're not a
I will
moderate.
spend the next 5 minutes looking at my face. I think I've already spent about 10. That's
I do
how I
that all the
spend
time
my
on here.
free time. That's
One
how I
of the
spend.
weirdest things is looking at my own face on here. You're like, oh yeah, I have a face.
I have a
It's like that.
face.
I have a face.
Is that
Kind of.
app?
Yeah, that's me. Yo,
Oh,
I'm
did-
not an. As Kit Kat said, I'm not a disembodied voice. Even though I'd like to be, you know. No responsibilities, just you talk. That's basically the only thing I'm good at, so not much will change. It will not be a burden for me. Being a disembodied voice. I mean, I could masturbate, but that's about it. I take the rest. And he just muted himself.
Whoa.
He realized he's dealing with a narcissist and there's no escape from this situation except for
Well,
muting
I got
himself.
noise in the background like that, so.
Oh, I'm on the camera. Okay. I cannot bite pieces off pants. I'm on the camera. I just realized. Rest in peace, bad habits. Just look at those blue eyes. I mean, you cannot see them because too much illumination, but. I mean, they look green through the camera. Now I look free. I'm a small innocent child. I'm a small innocent child. I will not harm anybody. Like, now I look like a hitman. I look bald. Like, yeah, I'm a famous narcissistic vampire. Who are you? I mean, he's more famous than me. Because of the Bible, I think. Mark is super famous, he's a celebrity. I'm talking to a celebrity. I'm gonna fix my hair. Turn from nerd ash to cunt ash. I do that all the time. Yeah, you have enough fame to, like, put it in an application, job application. You just be like, Yeah, I thought with a lady I was a cunt and took away my Bible and got famous for it. It's basically what I'm known for. I was famous once. I mean, I was famous too. I've made a remix. I've made this. Dardude Moan Storm. Dardude Moan Storm. Yeah, I've remixed it. I've remixed female moans from porn into Darude Sandstorm, and it got one disliked. Somebody matcher seen it and was like, I don't like this. They disliked it, obviously. Yeah. You see, Vampy Ash. Basically. That's the best way to approach a question like that, basically. Basically, I'm a human being, so yeah. Intensified narcissism. That's how I describe it. It's nothing but intensified narcissism, really. It's like, yeah, this person. I'll be great with that person, and that person is great, and I'm great, therefore we're great, and if they don't like me, then they can fuck off, and they don't deserve my love. That's basically my whole emotional reaction shit. My love is filled by narcissism. I would rather not answer neither of these questions. Yeah, because people suddenly fucking see me, so I have to act appropriate. And because my voice is really INTP-ish, and now you see me as an ENTP, with all of these facial expressions I make. That's my hypothesis anyway. Yeah, basically all ENTPs are vampires, no exceptions. Acting. Shut up. JK. I'm a very appropriate person. I like to watch my tongue on a camera where there's like five other people and more people will see me do it. Sticking out my tongue. He Ash. I have asymmetrical eyebrows if you haven't noticed. Like, if you look. Yeah, if you look here, no, the wrong eyebrow. If you look here, then this part is missing because I was really responsible when I was about 8 and I was jumping around a bed. Then I suddenly like fell, and then I had to get stitches and shit. I've bled a lot. That I facial